Well, today we're on one of my first permissions ever. The things that I found up here years ago are what really got me obsessed with treasure hunting and metal detecting. And you'll have to excuse my shortness of breath and the wind noise, because right now we're trying to outrun a storm. We only have a few hours today. It's my only time this week, so I'm sprinting up the mountain to try and find a few interesting things up here. The sun is coming and going, but in just a few short hours, I think that we're gonna get downpoured on. So I'll try to get there, find some good stuff, and get back out again. So as you may be able to notice, we're beyond the first day of fall now. The leaves are starting to turn. We've got a lot of yellow. The red hasn't quite come on yet. But this has got to be one of my favorite times of year to be in the woods, just because of how beautiful it is out here. Pretty soon we're going to be sharing the woods with the hunters. The temperatures are going to be dropping. But for now, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. Well, I can't tell you how many times I've been up detecting in here, but I always seem to find something new. I'm up in an area right here where I've never been, actually. I'll let you see here. You probably can't make it out, but there's a little road right here which I never knew existed. You can see a stone wall way off in the distance over there. I'm wandering, and I got a really nice target here in the 70s. And check this out. What would you suspect that is? I'm thinking that that's probably a bridle rosette for a horse. I thought that maybe that was writing along there, but it appears to just be little flowers. That's very cool. There's no way to attach it back here. Usually there's a couple posts or something, but not always. Very cool. Still has a lot of that gold gilt left on there. I'm going to guess it's probably mid-1800s, somewhere along those lines. Very interesting. Alright, well, let's spend some more time around here, see if we can find some new stuff. Here's some gunshots off in the distance. Sounds like quite a ways, though. There's no seasons open yet, but people are out sighting in their rifles. We got nothing incredibly special, but it's a little iron buckle. Most likely horse tack, but anything is promising. Alright, let's keep going. And we got a little button here. A little brass button. Doesn't appear to be anything on the front, but to be quite honest, it's so dark out here right now, I can't see unless I'm looking through the camera. Looks like there is going to be a back mark back there. Get my flashlight out, see if we can read that. See that? Up at the top. I think the flashlight will probably blow out the camera, but treble gilt up towards the top. What looks like a little fleur-de-lis right there. Beautiful, and a really pretty design around the outside. Isn't that funny? They put all the pretty stuff on the back of the button. Oh well, I'm not complaining. That's a nice one. Brass button. Alright, it's a good find. Let's keep following the stone wall. So I just wanted to point this out. People who spend a lot of time in the woods see this all the time and probably don't pay any mind to it. But I always think it's so cool when I see it. Most conifers, I think, once the tree dies and the outside wood kind of rots away, a lot of times you're left with just the very center of the tree, and this is where the little branches would come out. And a lot of times this will just like, that broke off, but a lot of times these will just like pop out as one piece of wood with spikes sticking out of it. And you got to be careful, especially me with my very thin-soled toe shoes. If they're laying on edge just kind of below the needles, those old branches are hard as a rock and will go through the sole of your shoe. Hasn't happened yet this year, but I'm always keeping an eye out for it. Anyway, I think that kind of stuff is cool. Alright, we're going to move on and see if we can find a few more things. Alright, so I don't know what's going on with this hole. So I stuck my pinpointer down in there and I got a nail, which isn't out of the ordinary. And then I got this thing, which I don't know, it's iron. And I assumed that that's what the target was. But I stuck my pinpointer back down in there. And there's definitely still stuff down in here. Is it this? Must be this. What is this? Oh, it's just lead. Alright. Well, on the off chance there's a design, let me clean it up quick. No design. Just a giant hunk of lead. Well, how these three items relate to each other, I have no idea. But they're all in the same hole, and they gave just a beautiful target on the metal detector. Don't know. Let's keep going. Alright, we have got a beautiful target here. 80. 84. It seems tiny. Let's see. Oof. I think that's silver. I just saw a shine. Look at that. You see that? What the heck is that? It's big. It's big. Oh God, I don't know. Oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Whew. Alright, well, let's get the water out. Man, it is really white. Alright, let's see if we can get some detail off this side. The other side is pretty smooth. Man, what do you think? Alright, I'm going to try to... It does have a hole in it. Look at this. I think that's a hole. Nope, it's not a hole. Interesting. Alright, well let me see if I can figure out what this might be. Alright, I don't know what to think about this thing. I worked on it for a while, and I'm almost wondering if it's not silver. It's just not, it has a weird finish on it. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. There's no detail on it that I can make out. There is a crack in it. I rubbed it pretty good with my, I cleaned my fingers off, there's no dirt, and I rubbed and rubbed and rubbed, and it's not really changing finish at all. It's still just this very odd iridescent, and it's not very heavy actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's a lot lighter than I would expect a silver coin to be. I'm going to test it when I get home and let you know whether it's silver or not. And if it is, I guess it's a silver coin. I have no idea how old, and I have no idea denomination or origin, or that's the most exciting / disappointing mystery item I've had in a while. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm gonna remain excited about it for the rest of the day. Beautiful. Well, we got a little thing, a little brass doodad. What do you think about that? Looks like it's only a piece of it, unfortunately. Well, whatever it was a decoration for something. There was a little hole right here, which I suspect is where a little nail went through to connect this to whatever it was attached to. Whenever I find things like this, people always tell me that it went to, an old gun, an old side plate to an old gun, but I tend to be a little less optimistic and think maybe it was just a piece of furniture, probably an escutcheon for, a drawer handle or something, but that would be nice if it was part of an old musket, wouldn't it? It's possible to know for sure, unfortunately. Alright, That's a good find. Let's keep going. So, I don't know what's going on with the weather today. Sometimes it'll be beautiful and the sun will be shining, then it'll cloud up. Probably can't tell because of the auto lighting on the camera, but it's pretty dark right now. I don't know if this happens to everybody. Not even sure why I'm talking about it. But when it gets to be like dusky outside, my contacts like won't stay in place. Everything's all blurry. This time of year, you know, woods are alive, animals getting ready for wintertime. And the wind's blowing, so things are moving around, and there's lots of things in the woods that can look like a figure. Stuff is moving around out there and I can't see. It's a little disconcerting, but you know, I'm not nervous, but cranking my head around quick to see stuff. Alright, we're gonna start thinking about packing up unless the sun comes out again, then we'll stay longer, but try not to get wet. Alright, this is without a doubt one of the best targets I've had in a long time. That is an 88, 90, a 90. If that isn't a silver coin, I don't know what is. Alright, pinpointer's reacting with it. I'm going to give you a close-up here. Alright, here it is. Trying to be very careful here. There's a squirrel in the tree knocking. You can hear that. It's super distracting. You see it? Set this aside. Oop, I just saw it fall out. It was in my hands there. Did you see this just land? That is a copper coin. I thought for sure that was going to be a silver coin. Alright, well, false alarm. Not a silver coin, it's a copper coin. Oof. Ooh, whoa. Holy smokes. It's better than a silver coin. Look at this. You see that? Oh man. That is a Massachusetts state copper coin. Let's see if we can make anything else out on the front. There should be a guy standing there with a stick or a... Oh, it's hard to see him. Oh man, look at that eagle though, huh? It says Massachusetts up above. That is absolutely amazing. God, these squirrels really don't want me here, do they? Oh man, Massachusetts state coin. Connecticut's are pretty common around these parts, but these Massachusetts and the Vermonts, pretty rare, and I've never found in New Jersey or in New York. Absolutely amazing. Well, this is the find of the day, find of the week. We'll see about the month, but this is a pretty good find. This is, I don't know the dates off the top of my head. It's going to be 1780, probably 80 something. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, well, we're going to double check this hole to make sure there isn't more. This must just be, it must have a really high copper content in it to make the metal detector read that high. But we're going to check the hole again anyways, because sometimes stacked coins will read that high. And we're going to move on. I doubt we're going to outdo this, but we're going to try. All right, well, I had to dig one more target here before I get chased out by the rain. Look at that. I think maybe this is iron. I honestly can't tell right now. Yeah, it looks like it might be, instead of the normal brass. This is just a little piece of a shoe buckle. Isn't that awesome? It's the chape. And the rain's starting to kick in now. I'm not getting wet yet, it's just hitting the leaves, but start thinking about getting out of here. Man, all right, well that was a good final hole. Let's get our stuff together and take a look at what we found today. All right, well it doesn't look like we beat the rain. So we're gonna go look at what we found today, but I want to preface it by trying to convey how embarrassed I am at something that I did. I was trying to clean off that little silver coin, and I underestimated how brittle it was, and I broke it. We'll go take a look. All right, super quick before we get drenched. We have our mass copper. We have our heartbreakingly broken potential silver coin. I don't know if it is. There's still no detail on it, but if I learn something new, I'll let you know. We have our little escutcheon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, our beautiful horse bridle rosette, some iron buckles up here, some other things, and it's a little bit silly, but I'm saving these shotgun shells and brass spent rounds because my grandfather and my father both hunted this land, and while it's probably a very, very slim chance, these might have been theirs, so I'm going to take them home and display them with the rest of my stuff today. So for only being out here just a few hours, I think we did pretty good. We got rained on once again, but I'm not going to complain about the day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.